It's not your fault. Nothing's your fault. We're living in a program. We're just a result of all the programming. That's it. Don't get hung up on things you've done in the past. Don't even think about them. Because you were only acting from where you knew how to act, from what you've been given, from your life experiences, from your traumas. You had no control. We have no control. You're just everybody's just acting from where they're at, from the programming they've been given. So how do we escape this program? How do we conquer the program? Well, for a lot of people, that takes suffering to initiate their true awakening. They're awakening to the truth. They're awakening to their true selves. So how do we get out of the program? Well, we try to stay present as much as possible. You know what I mean? We have to try to take a look at, we have to try to do the inner work. We have to see what is causing the conflictions within us. We have to look at, unfortunately, the physical reality and what we are doing to these vessels, right? That's a lot of how we act and how we react and how we view things. It's all programming, and a lot of it is because we've been taking in negative chemistry that greatly affects how we act, right? We've been taking in acidic chemistry that greatly affects how we act. So nothing's your fault, really. Nothing's anybody's fault, even people who are acting crazy. There's not enough love. We don't know unconditional love. We really don't know unconditional love. Like Jesus, like animals, like pets give to their owners. A lot of us don't even know that. So a lot of people simply are not loved enough because we live in a world that suppresses everything positive about the human experience and our consciousness, right? The number one suppressor of consciousness is the diet. Why? Because that is the foundation of it all in this physical reality. That's like the foundation's the diet, and then everything blooms out of there in the physical world to a degree, right? Because we have to unblock our channels. Purification is such a huge thing. That's why I talk about it so much. And thank you for sharing this moment with me, my friends. Purification of the mind, body, and soul. That's where it starts. We got to clean up our act. We have to try our best to accept simple and true statements such as no animal cooks its food. No animal processes its food. Right? It's hard. We have to be gentle on ourselves. We have to forgive ourselves. Forgive yourself of everything. Love yourself unconditionally. It's very tough. A lot of this is a practice. Being present is a practice. Loving yourself unconditionally is a practice. Forgiving yourself is a practice. And then it kind of all stems from staying present, because how do we stop judging people? We stop thinking. How do we stop, beating ourselves up or getting upset about a situation? We have to do the emotional work. We have to, release some of these trapped emotions. Meditation, breath work, things like that. Emotional release. And the foods have a big part. We have emotions trapped in different parts of our body. Doing yoga. It's not your fault. Nothing's your fault. Don't even worry about a thing. You know what I mean? You did some bad. A lot of people did really bad stuff. There's so many people that are good examples of making poor life choices, and then turning around and doing things, the right way. Surrendering to the present moment, to God, cleaning up their diet. It all starts with the diet, man. You can change someone's attitude. You can change someone's whole way of life if they're willing to try to change their diet, because you'll be so much more positive. You're more in line with you are more in line. You are more in line with the infinite creator, with the divine, when you eat the foods meant for the human species, which have the highest energy in them, biophoton level. They're anti-inflammatory, they're astringent, they're, everything you can imagine. Antispasmodic, a lot of fruits. So the fruits, the berries, the melons, they're hydrating. We need hydration. Everybody needs hydration, because if you're eating and drinking acids and taking in acids from every conceivable angle and receptor and sense, then you're gonna need hydration. You're gonna need to break apart those acids. We need to reverse it. Hydration makes us loose, makes us free. I've been working on detoxing for a few years now. It's a long process. It goes at different speeds for everybody. Some people jump right into it, get on 100% fruit for 5 years or whatever, get on 100% fruit right away. It's hard. You're going to be dealing with a lot of addictions, and that are everything stems from the programming of this planet. If I was going to enslave a planet, I would program them with food. I would program to eat stuff that basically is a self-population control. Man, it's crazy. Once you start to see this, once you are able to awaken enough to watch this message in the first place, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining us. I'm just talking to myself. Who do I make? I always think, I was like, who am I making these videos for? I'm talking to myself. That's who I'm talking to. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to myself. I am you. You are me. We are one. Right? I'm talking to myself. So, you know what I mean? Stay present. It's the diet is how you control a species. You know what I mean? With self-population control, like I was saying. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy what's going on. Once you wake up to the fact that the foods we were supposed to eat as of the human species are fruits, berries, melons, vegetables, right? Some nuts and seeds. And then you let yourself be quiet and see the results of just that one thing, just the proper foods, and how actually our bodies can heal themselves. Our bodies can heal themselves. And the pharmaceuticals exist. So think of the level of programming. Think of how powerful devices they have to suppress human consciousness, to get people to, even when they're sick and in the hospital and they're still eating the foods that are just continue to destroy them and degenerate their human form. Because that's how powerful the programming. Even if you try to talk to some of these people who are just not ready yet, their level of consciousness is not ready yet to accept what you're saying. You could say, hey, listen, you don't need to take chemo. You can literally eat fruit and grapes. Think of how intense the programming is, that we believe such a powerful lie, a deception, that when we hear the truth, it is so far removed from the truth we were taught, which was the lie, that most people are just like, hell no. There's no way, dude. Fruit's got too much sugar, dude. We can't be eating fruit. Are you serious? Come on. Everybody knows fruit has too much sugar. Have you seen the food pyramid? That's all a program. Sorry, dog. That's how it is. Ain't none of that shit right. It's crazy. You begin to see how terrible the medical system is. The healthcare system is not a healthcare system. It's bad. Just everything they do is just, and it's not their fault either. Guess what? It's not their fault. They're stuck in an even deeper program, a program of ego and intelligence. It's some of the smartest people I know, smartest as in maybe able to take in and analyze and use information, and maybe in that sense, right, in the physical intelligence sense. Not wise. I'm not talking about knowledge or being wise, whatever. Some of the smartest people I know are stuck in some of the deepest programs. It's wild. I know nothing. I always remind myself that. I know nothing. I don't know anything. Everything we know, we learn. It's just out there, man. There's too much. The universe is infinite. The universe and God is infinite. There is no beginning and no end to you, because you are the creator. Forgive yourself. Stay present. We got this. Purify the temple.